All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out. Before we start, write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com if you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something, write me, KingTyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of the YouTube channel, click on the video that interests you, watch it, give me some feedback in the comments. I really appreciate that. So look, let's make this quick video, right? This is something that I wanted to discuss, man. And I know when single mothers always get a bad break, right? And I kind of want to explain to the ladies, single mothers, is the reason why men are not signing up to be the stepfathers or father figure to your kids. And I want to say, it's not that men don't like kids. It's more of what comes along with it, right? It takes a lot of patience to be a stepfather to children that's not yours, right? And it's not that, a lot of the times it's not that men just have a disdain for single mothers. It's just that men know that when you're dating a single mother, it's like you almost have to choose between your man and your kids. And it's not that men try to put you in that situation, but men know when it comes between the man you lay with and the kids that came from you that you had, men know that we're not gonna win that battle, as we shouldn't, right? But the thing is that we know that we gotta share the time with you, with your kids. Also, a lot of times we don't know the situation with the kid's dad. You know, like, is this dude keep coming around? Is he really cause you know, dudes want their family back when they see you move on. Is this dude still stalking and all this type of stuff, right? We just don't know. And these are things that deter men from being a stepfather to your kids. You know, also, the kids, are they well-mannered? You know, there's a lot of, you know, kids that their mother is single and she's dating, and they see a guy, he coming in the picture, and then they try to, you know, come between you and the mother. You know, kids sometimes love kids, but sometimes, man, kids can create bad situations. You know, kids can lie and, say that you yelled at them, and then your girl going off on you, or the kids can go tell their daddy and family that, oh, Mr. such and such is yelling at me and being mean to me. And it's like, you got people you an innocent bystander in this whole situation. You just trying to talk to the child and tell the child to clean up or do whatever, you know. And then, so a lot of times the mothers don't want a man to say anything to the child. Not saying we trying to whoop them and discipline them, but we just trying to say something to correct them. And the women don't like us to correct the child. So these are things that, it's not necessarily that, because I don't want women to think that the men don't like kids. That's the reason why. No, like, nah, it's a lot to come with that. And you almost like you gotta play second place in the woman's life when it come to dating a single mother with kids, right? It's a lot, man. And that's all I wanted to say. That's just some things. Now, let me say this. On YouTube talking points, internet talking points, they're gonna say single mothers shouldn't be dating. Single mothers don't get dates. Nobody dates single mothers. Y'all, let me say this to my brothers watching this channel. In real life, not a YouTube talking point, real life, single mothers date every day. Single mothers date every single day. Men are still choosing single mothers, because especially as we get older, women have kids. That's just what it is. And the situation don't work out with their husband or the kid's dad, then they're gonna be dating. And it's just life. It happens. my advice to the ladies is that wait a little bit of time before you bring your kids around the man that you're really interested in. Make sure his action shows before you do that. Make sure, because you don't want to be the woman that you dating a different guy every 4 or 5 months is a different guy. That's not good to see in the children's eyes, right? And then you're exposing your kids to different guys, and every guy's don't have good intentions, you know. Just leave it at that, right? Every guy don't have good intentions, so you got to be careful who you bring around your kids. Ladies, also my advice to you, when you're a single mother and you're dating, don't come in the gate telling a man you want to look for a father for the kids, right? No, don't lead with that. Let that relationship happen between this man and the kids. Let it happen organically, and not because you really, I know women really want a family, and even if it's with another man that's not the father of these kids, you want him to love your kids as much as you do. But a lot of times it don't necessarily be like that. Yes, men can love another child another child just as much as his own, but that takes time. You gotta let that relationship happen organically. You know, you can't, I know you want that to happen, but it's not an instant thing, you know. It's not an instant thing, so you gotta be patient about that. Let's see how the relationship, see how your relationship between the man progress, and then you see how the relationship goes with the children. You got to ease that in there, you know, and make sure your kids is comfortable with you dating. You know, I know you ladies, you know, you feel like you're grown, you pay the bills, the kids are staying in a child's place, but talk to your kids, really talk to them, and like tell them that, hey, mama's dating, mama's, you know, let them understand that, you know. If you're not gonna get back with their dad, let them understand that too. Like, hey, look, we're not, you know, you love your dad, you know, I still got love for your dad, but we best not together, you know. That's things that you talk about with your kids. It allows your kids to get an understanding to where they're not trying to sabotage any relationship you got with a man, a potential man is gonna be there, you know. Because kids can do that. Honestly, kids can do that. I don't want my ladies to get so wrapped up. Single mothers, don't get so wrapped up into, let me reword this. Your kids gonna eventually grow up, right? And your kids gonna grow up, they're gonna go to college, they're gonna move out of your house, all right? They're gonna do that, and then they're gonna have a life of their own. So I don't want you to consume your whole life with your kids. You got to make sure you got a life too, ladies. You got to make sure you got a life too. It's nothing wrong with having a life, even though you're a super dope mom, but it's okay to have a life outside of your kids. You know, that's all I wanted to say. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. I just wanted to clarify some things, because I know I listen to a couple of women platforms when it comes to single mothers, men, why black men especially are not trying to, or backing away from dating single mothers. And I think a lot of the women feel like, oh, well, they don't like kids, and it's not necessarily the kids, it's everything that come with it. You know, the role of what the dad is, the way we have to play second to your kids, the way we have to we have to be patient and work around your schedule, because you got kids, and we respect it. It takes a little bit more. It takes a little bit more patience. Let me say that. But am I right? Am I wrong? Ladies, chime in. Let me know. Fellas, chime in. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. One love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On to the next one. I'm out.